So I want to talk to you about the proper use of force. So there are many who believe that the use of force to accomplish your tasks is the wrong way to go. And I would agree for the most part, except when force is being applied to you. Because then the proper response is to use proportional force. Unless, of course, that force is going to lead to a loss of life or liberty. But then again, that's almost is an issue of applying equal force, so that way that does not occur. The reason we want to do this is this takes some restraint, right? We don't want to just necessarily dominate, because dominating somebody else or dominating a group of people turns into an issue where they feel victimized, and that will either lead to resentment, which could then, lead to added destruction. So dominating anybody, whether it is by physical force or verbal force, is still domination. So we want proportionality in our response to any type of force, right? So I'm not just talking about physical, I'm also talking about emotional. I'm talking about verbal. So any type of force requires a proportional response. Now that doesn't mean you use the exact same method or tool, what have you, but it should be proportional. And why do we want that? We want a stalemate. We always want a stalemate when it comes to dominance. We don't want either one of us dominating. Why? Because we're all fallible. We all can be wrong. So what we want to dominate are facts, ideas, and theories. Those should dominate because they can change, they can evolve, our understanding of them can change and evolve as we have competition, as we have conflict. So many people fear conflict, but I think we may have the wrong view of conflict, and it comes down to that dominance. Yes, conflict that results in dominance is not good and should be avoided. But conflict that is accompanied by proportionality leads to a better human species. Right? We want that. We want that stalemate of power, because that helps then to let the ideas, let the facts, let the theories be the things that dominate. That's what we want to dominate, are good facts, good theories, good ideas. And we want the bad ideas, the bad theories, the bad facts to be dominated by the good stuff. That's why we want to have proportionality in response and proportionality in the aggression as well. So you don't want to dominate. Why is this all important? Because in the end, the human experience comes to its fruition through fulfillment. And fulfillment occurs when we have a individual and communal striving for excellence in whatever pursuit we're in. But we want that to of course build on itself individually and as groups and as families and as societies. So that's why we have, if we want to have a fulfillment of the human experience individually and in families and in groups, then we don't want to always dominate. We want proportionality. It takes a lot more thought, and it's not easy. But that's kind of part of it all, isn't it? That we find the good struggles, the good fights to proportionately respond to, and then as a human species, we will dominate. The good theories, the good facts, the good ideas will dominate.